Talking to Danko Jones, head of an Australian tour. Danko, thanks for talking to me.
Yeah, no problem, Mal. Good to be here.
It's good to have you on. Now, you're about to come out here for your first tour since 2013. You did the Soundwave string of shows and some side shows, I believe, back then. What do you remember from that tour?
Oh, it was a great tour. I have good memories about it. Lots of friends were in bands, and we were all traveling together. Met a lot of cool bands that I was a fan of, and had played some good shows with Duff McKagan's Loaded. We got paired up with that band and Chris Jericho's Fozzy, and it was cool. And it was great times. It was a well curated festival, a traveling festival. So there was actually 5 bands from Canada that we all knew. So it was a lot of fun.
It's just slipped my mind. Whereabouts in Canada are you from?
We are based out of Toronto, Canada, and so when we did the Soundwave Festival, Cancer Bats were out there with us, Sum 41 were out there with us, Billy Talent was out there with us, but Wade from Alexis on Fire was out there too.
In between now and when you are going to be in Australia, you have a new album, A Rock Supreme, will be out on the street. How did that go?
I think it went very well, actually. We're very happy and proud to have it out. It was produced by Garth Richardson. We did it out in Vancouver on in his studio. It's 11 slabs of hard rock, and if you like hard rock music, then I'm going to bet that you'll like this album.
It's a very upbeat album. I was allowed to listen to it last night, and I do like it. It's lots of fun. Lipstick City is my favourite, and Dance, 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 and Burn in Hell.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you.
Now, your lineup's been stable for a while now. That must make things easier.
It does, and it's been the same lineup since Fire Music 3 albums ago. So Rich Knox on drums, JC on bass, and JC and I, we founded the band. So it's been pretty stable. We all get along. We all have fun, and it's the best lineup that this band has ever had. I think we have a good run with a lot of our drummers. They usually stay for 5 years or longer. Having said that, I don't think Rich Knox is going anywhere soon, so we're having a great time.
Okay, so the album's coming out soon. Are you on the road touring at the moment?
Well, we've already done. We did a February tour of the West Coast of America with Nashville Pussy back in February. We just came home last week from a couple of shows in Switzerland. But around the time that the album gets released, that's when things start getting moving, and we're going to tour in Canada and Australia and Europe this summer, June, July, and August. And then the fall is being confirmed as you and I speak. So don't really know yet what's happening in the fall, but all I know is it's touring, and more touring. We've been wanting to tour Australia for years and years and years, and we've only had 2 chances to do it. This is our 3rd chance. I'm glad that, we're just getting back.
I speak to a number of bands lately who have got a crazy amount of members in the band, 8, 9 members. I'm wondering how they manage with so many, how they manage coordinating so many people. But the 3-piece thing's traditionally really the best way to do it. You guys are doing it well.
Yeah, I mean, I've never even been in a band that's got 4 members in it. It's always been 2 members or 3 members. And these bands that have a lot of members, like you mentioned, I think they're taking a cue from bands like Arcade Fire and Broken Social Scene. Arcade Fire being from, Quebec in Canada, and Broken Social Scene being from Toronto. I think Broken Social Scene do a good job at it, and Arcade Fire do a good job at it, but hard rock is best played with the instrumentation that we have, which is bass, drums, guitar, and vocals. Now, there's 3 people in our band, but the instrumentation is the same as Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin, so it's hard to argue with that amount of instruments. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's like these bands that are cropping up. I think it's just a trend.
June 2nd, you're here in Adelaide at Enigma Bar. I believe it's the last show on the tour, so you must be looking forward to coming down here again.
Oh, absolutely. Can't wait.
A new album coming out, A Rock Supreme. Good luck with that. I like it. Wish you all the best with that one.
Thank you so much.
And then doing a bit of touring, heading to Australia in late May, early June. Looking forward to that. Danko, thanks for talking to me.
Thank you, Mel. Thanks a lot.